30,000 years ago, Earth was a frozen desert of death. Every sunrise could be the last. Homo sapiens did not dominate the food chain. They were just another prey struggling to survive. But in the icy shadows, an unlikely encounter was about to change the fate of two species forever. This is the story of the oldest pact in human history. This is the story of how wolves became our best friends. Imagine a world where the cold cut like blades,
Run faster!
where nights lasted for weeks and the darkness hid deadly predators, saber-toothed tigers, giant cave bears, and the most lethal of all, the gray wolf. With jaws capable of crushing bones, perfect night vision, and a sense of smell that could detect blood from miles away, wolves were perfectly calibrated killing machines. Meanwhile, our ancestors huddled in small tribes, living in caves, relying on fire to keep from freezing through the night. Every day was a battle for survival. Every hunt, a risk of death. But something extraordinary was about to happen. Something that science has only recently begun to understand. For centuries, we believed that we domesticated wolves, that we captured their pups, forced them into submission, and turned them into obedient servants. But that story is completely wrong. In 2020, a groundbreaking study from the University of Oxford revealed the truth. We didn't choose wolves, they chose use.
The smooth
The
ibis and hound,
Self-Domestication
the corded
Theory explains
comandor,
it.
the curly barbet,
Within
the
wolf
wiry
packs,
camp.
some individuals were born with a genetic mutation, lower levels of cortisol, the stress hormone. This made them less aggressive, more curious, more tolerant of humans. These pioneer wolves began approaching human camps, not to attack, but to observe. They noticed something irresistible: food. Humans discarded bones, hides, and entrails.
Who's a good little dog, then?
For a
Yes, you
starving
are, my
wolf in the
sweet.
glacial winter, that was a feast. But getting close required courage or a genetic mutation that reduced fear. And so it began. The bravest wolves moved closer. Humans, initially afraid, realized these wolves didn't attack. Some even started throwing scraps to keep them nearby. Why? Because they discovered something valuable. These wolves warned them of danger. Imagine the scene. It's night in the Ice Age. The tribe is asleep around a dying fire. Outside, in the darkness, a saber-toothed tiger approaches silently. The humans can't see it, they can't hear it, but the wolf can. With a sense of smell 100,000 times more sensitive than ours, the wolf detects the predator over 3 kilometers away.
Dog, here is
It
some meat
growls,
for you.
it barks, the tribe wakes up, grabs their spears,
We
lights
eat well
torches.
tonight.
The tiger retreats. Everyone's life is saved by that warning. In that moment, the wolf's value is understood. It wasn't just a beggar looking for food. It was a living alarm system. A biological radar operating 24 hours a day.
Flank
In
him,
exchange for
quickly!
scraps and a place near the
Get
fire,
the other side!
these proto-dogs offered constant vigilance. The pact was sealed,
We win!
mutual
The
protection.
beast is gone!
And
We
so,
are strong!
generation after generation, the friendliest wolves gained more access to human food.
Wake up! Something approaches!
They survive
Shields and
better.
spears, quickly!
Reproduced more.
Light the way!
Passed their tame genes forward. Meanwhile, aggressive wolves were killed or driven away. Natural selection, guided by the human hand, began to shape a new species. What happens when you select only the most docile animals for thousands of years? You don't just change behavior, you change DNA. Proto-dogs began to develop unique physical traits. Floppy ears, a sign of submission.
This visualization
Curled
highlights
tails,
the impact
reduced
of
stress
domestication.
hormones.
The wolf
Shorter
retains a
snouts.
highly active
Neoteny,
red
meaning the retention of juvenile features. Varied coats, spots, and different colors, the result of less strict genetic expression. They were becoming permanently puppy-like, gentle, playful, loyal. But the most profound change was invisible. It was happening in the brain. Modern studies have revealed something remarkable. Dogs develop muscles around their
Here
eyes
we
that
see the
wolves
levator
do not
anguli
have.
oculi medialis
Muscles
muscle,
that allow them
clearly
to make that
highlighted.
puppy dog eyes expression.
This muscle is present.
Large, emotional, almost pleading. That expression activates our parental instinct. It triggers the release of oxytocin, the same hormone released between mothers and babies. And here's the most incredible part. When a dog looks into our eyes, it also releases oxytocin. It's a loop of mutual affection, a chemical bond that does not exist between humans and any other wild animal. Not chimpanzees, not dolphins, only dogs. This emotional connection transformed the partnership into something deeper, unconditional love. With dogs by our side, everything changed. Hunts that were once dangerous and inefficient became coordinated and lethal. Dogs tracked prey, surrounded animals, and helped bring down mammoths. Tribes with dogs hunted more, ate better, survived more efficiently. While other human species, like the Neanderthals, disappeared, Homo sapiens thrived. And dogs were there by our side in every achievement. When we migrated from Africa to Europe, dogs came with us. When we crossed ice bridges into Asia and the Americas, dogs came with us. When we built the first villages, domesticated wheat, and invented agriculture, dogs were there. They adapted to every environment, from the Arctic tundra to tropical forests, and we shaped them for specific roles. Hunting dogs with powerful noses, guard dogs with intimidating barks, herding dogs with strong herding instincts. Every breed we see today is a testament to the versatility of this partnership. From the tiny Chihuahua to the giant Great Dane, all descend from that brave wolf that chose to approach the fire 30,000 years ago. Today, there are more than 900 million dogs on the planet. They are in our homes, our farms, our armed forces, our hospitals. They detect cancer, rescue people from avalanches, guide the blind, comfort war veterans with post-traumatic stress. But above all, they do something no technology will ever replicate. They love you. When you come home after a hard day and your dog wags its tail as if you were the best thing in the universe, that's not training. It's genetics. It's the result of 30,000 years of evolution by our side. Every stray mutt, every purebred golden retriever, every working German shepherd, all carry in their DNA the memory of that ancestral pact. A pact of blood, fire, and loyalty. This was only the first part of the story. In the next episode, we'll see how these loyal allies became the most feared weapons of antiquity. The war mastiffs of Mesopotamia, 90-kilogram dogs clad in bronze armor, trained to tear enemies apart on the battlefield. If you want to know how man's best friend also became the most lethal warrior of the ancient world, subscribe and turn on the notification bell, because this saga is just getting started. The bond we share with dogs was forged in blood and fire thousands of years ago. But the mission is far from over. If you believe the dog is man's greatest ally, join our pack. Subscribe to Canine Mission and never miss a chapter of this incredible journey. Until next time, keep the legacy alive.